Well, the press spent most of the weekend telling you more than you wanted to know about a 35-year-old yearbook photo, which was offensive as hell, that appeared on Ralph Northam's yearbook page in med school in 1984. But that wasn't the only thing that Ralph Northam did in the last week that was newsworthy. He supported killing children after they had been born. Here's how a CNN panel reacted when a guest inconveniently brought that up. Watch.
You kind of didn't exactly report what happened this week when I think it was quoted as relaxed the abortion restrictions. I mean, this was basically a bill that he supported that literally almost literally allows an abortion up until the time you cut the umbilical cord.
This is not the point, Steve.
All I'm saying is that is really
what came out this week. I don't want to get into the debate about abortion. What he said was confusing.
But he's under assault for that, too. And I would make the case that was an even worse offense than this picture.
Okay. Well, now you just
Let's talk about no.
Steve, we're going to talk about the issue of racism, and I know you would like to divert the issue to a conversation that's more comfortable for you about abortion or something, but
but the real crime is why am I laughing? It's grotesque. Mark Stein is a best-selling author, probably the greatest person on TV. He joins us tonight. So what do you make of this?
Well, it's actually surreal. Erin Burnett's position is that she's totally cool with partial birth abortion. She just doesn't want a guy in blackface doing it. She's got nothing against the governor's proposals for infanticide. She just doesn't want him singing Mammy when he's down there. This is actually it encapsulates the real problem, I would say, with public discourse in our society, is that we always prioritize the trivial over the difficult questions.
Yes, that's right.
And it's precisely because the abortion issue is so huge and real that we would rather leap back to a 35-year-old yearbook picture and talk about that for the next 2 weeks.
It's interesting because one of the guests on in the clip that we just played said exactly the opposite of what you observed, meaning, they always say the opposite of what's true. But he said, well, let's get back to it. You don't want to talk about something uncomfortable like a Klan hood on a page. You want to get back to something that's comfortable like infanticide. And the truth is, it's very comfortable to talk about blackface on a yearbook page. Everyone's against it. Yeah. No one's defending it. No one would defend it. It never occurred to me to defend that. Why would you? It's awful. So, it's not even a conversation. It's like a group affirmation that we all think it's bad. We're not even talking, are we?
Well, in a sense, it is. The whole controversy is a kind of minstrel show in itself, in that we're sort of putting on a show about being concerned about black people. For example, abortion. Black women account for, I think it's somewhere between 35 and 40% of all abortions. In New York City, more black babies are aborted than born. Now, so if you actually take the black community seriously, that is a huge question, and it's much more relevant than some guy putting on a Klan hood for his stupid yearbook photo.
Wait, let me ask you a question.
35 years ago.
So more African-American kids in New York aborted than born. If you approved of that, if you thought that was a good thing and you pushed to make it easier, would you be for or against black people? Simple question.
Well, I think you're against black people. Yeah. I mean, when you look at, you mentioned the Japanese baby bust, which is what's going on in Japan at the moment. Japan as a nation is basically going out of business because they don't have enough babies. Here, if you are in favor of black people, if you like black people, if you think you really want to be affirming about the black community, why are you in favor of something that actually will ensure that the black community diminishes as a proportion of America's population? This is because abortion is the central sacrament of the Democrats these days. And so, as I said, this minstrel show routine where everybody gets annoyed about stupid ancient jokes or wants to tear down some 150-year-old statue, this actually, all this political minstrelsy gets in the way of actual serious debate.
That's right. The approved conversation is a distraction from the forbidden conversation, which is always the heart of it. No, it's exactly right. We're being manipulated. Totally manipulated.
Absolutely, Tucker.
Mark, thank you very much for that.
No, thanks a lot, Tucker. That's great.